Hey everybody, it's Rose Thorne. Good afternoon. So Foodie Beauty made this members only community post, which got posted on Kiwi Farms, which then made its way to Twitter. And I wanted to read it to you guys. So the post reads, I've been trying to figure out a way to make these tiers work, and well, it's too much of a pain in the butt, lol. I thought for sure I would be able to do tier specific live streams, but all I can do is send an unlisted link and some members don't want to give their contact info, email, etc. So I think it is best for now to just stick with the VIP tier, lol. I will cancel the remaining two tiers and you'll be fully refunded by YouTube. So I had some thoughts on this members only post. Let's see, where do we even start with this? She's been trying to figure out a way to make the tiers work. How much work does it you possibly need to figure out how things work? If you're someone and you've had a YouTube channel for as long as she has, you can do searches. There are websites, there's YouTube videos explaining everything. Is that really work? Because the last time I checked, it isn't work. It's just a matter of looking things up. Okay, so she says she's got to send an unlisted link to people, blah, blah, blah. I just reacted to her live stream where one of her VIPsers said they sent her an email explaining how to do it. And she said she would take a look at it, but I guess that was too much work to look at the email and figure it out. So, tricky language in this post. She said she will cancel the remaining two tiers. She will cancel, but she has not canceled, not yet. She could cancel right now, but she hasn't canceled yet. And I just checked her page. The tiers are still active. I wanted to see if the tiers had been canceled. They're not canceled. They are still very much active. So she's letting them go for now. Of course, we all knew that was going to happen. She wasn't going to cancel right away. But she says that people be fully refunded by YouTube. I wonder how long it's going to take for her to cancel the memberships. Probably in about a month or so when she gets the membership money. I think so. So she made this post. Her memberships weren't even up for a day. And Chantal already had a bunch of people sign up for the highest tier. I estimate that she could have made, or she is going to make, depending on when she cancels the memberships, she made about 500 bucks gross, maybe more, just off the higher tier memberships. This is not counting the regular $5 memberships that people are already paying. So she could have had 500 bucks in her pocket. All she had to do was just go look some stuff up and see how it's done and figure a way to make it work. But Foodie is so allergic to work, she just can't be bothered. Imagine that. Imagine having the opportunity to make $500 and the only thing that separates you from making $500 plus a month is just looking some stuff up and you can't be bothered. That's Foodie's mentality. If there's any kind of work involved, any kind of thinking involved, she can't be bothered. She was also talking about merch. Well, I've already discussed that. Merch is more work. That means putting a design together, setting up an online store, or mailing stuff out yourself. She's not going to do that either. So here she is trying to find a way to make money, but because she ran into that roadblock of having to work, she's not going to go for it. So she made this post to her members only. I'm not sure why she did not put it in the regular community post. I mean, I think everybody should know, not just the members, that the tiers have been canceled, but that's how she chose to do it. So on the heels of doing this post, excuse me for a second, I got to open up some pages. One moment, y'all. She did this. She's doing a live right now, essentially making fun of French Fry Girl. And already there is, let's see how many comments there are now. So she's making a live stream about FFG right now, making fun of her, her side pony, blah, blah, blah. And I want to read you guys some of the comments for this post already. So London Mimi says, So what tiers will get the Q&A, New Year's resolution, and FFG response videos you've been promising? Well, you don't have to worry because the tiers have been, well, they're not canceled yet. She says she will cancel them, but she hasn't done it yet. And all she has to do is just press a button and they're canceled. But she's going to wait. She's going to wait. She's deliberately waiting. You know, she doesn't like the idea of losing that money, but yet she doesn't want to do the work to keep it. Cats and Macaroon says, for those who don't know, she already canceled the extra tiers because she was too lazy to figure it out. Receipts on Kiwi Farms. Yeah, what I tell you guys, the farmers were going to be all up in it. She made a members only post and they caught it. And then that spread around like wildfire. So the farmers, they got it. It's on Twitter now. The news is getting around pretty fast. Deldy Syrup says, worry less about where FFG lives. She doesn't even live in a motel, and more about getting your VIBs their money back after letting them down yet again. That comment got 85 thumbs up. And let's see the 2 replies to that post. Jackie Hawkins says, we all knew the tears wouldn't happen. All that is except Lazy Bones. Kathy L says, it was a cash grab to go back for Cokie and a straw. Yeah, that's a funny comment. I actually like that. You know, I'm getting really sick of Chantal shaming other people for where they live. And especially after seeing her latest live stream, the last part of it, if you guys watched the last part of it, and I showed it in my React video, you saw the state of her house, of that not so luxurious villa. She showed Box Mountain is higher than ever. The place is filthy and deplorable. And she wants to shame people for staying in a motel or living in a motel. You know what? Let's just revisit my video that I made. So here is a picture of a Motel 6 room for those who did not see the video. I've got the sound turned off. Okay. So here's some more pictures of Motel 6. The rooms look pretty nice to me. Isn't that nice? Definitely nicer than her house. There's a Motel 6. The rooms don't look that bad to me. And they're cheap. And we're going to have some pictures of her house. There's poor Sam on the Box Mountain. There's the filthy bathtub. Her filthy living room with the greasy stained couch. More garbage. Dirty carpet. Dirty island in the kitchen with the filth. The garbage bags that have yet to be taken out. The roach poop on the countertop. More roach poop. More stuff around the cats they don't need. And she wants to shame people who live in a Motel 6 or stay at a Motel 6 when her house is looking like something that nobody would stay in for half a minute. All that mold and gunk. Ugh. Ron Jacob says, Chantal using an elderly couple to attack haters for her. Are we surprised? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not surprised. Wobe says, FYI, Farm just showing she has done away with the other tiers. Too much work, so there's that. Edit. In her current live stream, she appears that she may have changed her mind about getting rid of tier 3. I'm out. Really? So in her current live stream, she's saying she's going to keep tier 3? Told y'all. Told you. She's not going to let that money go without a fight. She might get rid of tier 2 because it's $7.99. But she's going to keep that $24.99. Of course not. She's not going to get rid of all that money. I mean, $500, that's a lot of money. That's her weed money. She's going to keep it. She's going to keep it. I Love Tree says, this whole Motel 6 joke would be more of a burn if you didn't live in filth for half a year at a time. We saw your shower. I'd rather bathe in a motel any day. As would I. If you had a choice, you guys, from bathing in a Motel 6 bathtub to bathing in her bathtub, which one would you pick? Here's the shameful part. The Motel 6 bathtub, I'm sure it's not clogged up with hair fibers and filth. I'm sure you could take a shower in there and not have water running back at you. Ugh. Eh. Iced matcha latte says, look, I'm nobody's side here, but seriously, making fun of somebody's living situation, whether it's true or not, I don't care, is hitting below the belt. Petty foodie beauty. It is very petty and it's low down. You live where you live. Some people can't afford expensive houses or apartments. You got to live where you live. You got to have a roof over your head. Especially right now in the time of the vid, a lot of people have lost their homes. A lot of people have to go into low income housing or living with parents or relatives or friends because they can't afford to pay their rent. And here's Foodie trying to wag her finger and shame people when she's over there paying the rent that she pays at the villa. And the place is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Let's see. Kimmy K says, so you're basically humiliating everyone who lives in a motel. Mature, real mature. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it real mature of her to shame people for living in a motel when her house looks like that? When you got the mold in the pots everywhere, you got a fridge so putrid that you can smell the stink even with the doors shut, roach poop on the countertops, cat poop on the carpet because the poor things can't use the cat box, it doesn't get changed. And she thinks she's in any position to shame people for where they live? Come on, Foodie, do better. Let's see. Marina L says, how shaming people during a pandemic where people are losing their jobs, which results in them not being able to afford their homes and losing their residence. Regardless of what type of roof somebody has over their head, a person's residence shouldn't be brought up. Sorry, people who don't have 30 bucks to spend on Starbucks like you do to waste. You and your crew who made this video should grow up and instead go work on your 3 tiers for your subscribers. Oh, wait, you canceled those already. That was fast. Block me. I don't care. If you get blocked, really, what are you losing? What are you losing? Anybody that gets blocked over on Chantal's channel, what are you losing? What exactly are you losing? What fabulous thing are you losing? All you're basically paying for right now is to be able to talk to each other and maybe if you send a super chat, you get to talk to her. You don't send a super chat, or you're not one of the elite beezers like Plain Cheeseburger or Ashley Lambert Bobo. You're not going to get talked to. You're not going to get talked to unless you simp for her super hard and you back her up. Uh, Clone One says tears are gone, too much work. Chantal is too busy picking up every disease known to man. Adriana B says, what are y'all, 12? Are we still in middle school? This is not how a 30-something-year-old woman should be conducting herself online. Public Knowledge says, are those two the very important Sims who are begging for Chantal's dirty clothes? Penn says, are you shaming someone for where they live? How disgusting can you be? I don't know, FFG, but do you think that you are better than any person who lives in a hotel or on the streets? Why be so disgusting? You are an adult and should be helping others, not thinking you have a higher class or standing in life. Agreed. Agreed. I can't stress this enough. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people have lost their jobs and because of that, lost their homes. Maybe they're struggling to feed their families, having to go to food banks to get extra food to feed their families. Everybody's just trying to get by the best way they can. And no one, whether you're a YouTuber or not, has the right to shame people for any of that at all, period. End of story. Let's see. Rip the tears. Maria H says, oh, look, now this smug water buffalo is finance shaming. Hypocrite. Yeah, she's no one to be shaming anybody. Not when she's making the money she's making on YouTube. And this woman, this person, she's thousands and thousands of dollars behind in back taxes. She doesn't even have a car that's paid off. And if we're going to get technical, and here's the tea, she's homeless. She's homeless because the villa isn't even in her name. It's in Pete's name. He's the one on the lease, not her. She's just a guest, and she doesn't have permanent residence over at the trap house. So Chantal is basically homeless. She has no permanent residence to call her own. Her car's not paid off. She has no money in savings. She basically lives paycheck to paycheck. And I've seen evidence that in the past, because she would spend so much money, she was taking out payday loans to get money faster before payday. Imagine that. Somebody who's on YouTube making thousands of dollars, and you're so stupid with your money, you take out payday loans before payday because you're so stupid you can't save back enough to make it to the next payday. This is how she lives, living paycheck to paycheck, when she should be smarter and putting her money away and paying stuff off. 37 years old and living like that. Dumb. Absolutely dumb. Chantal's forgotten 12-hour stream promise says, Chantal, you're so petty. I love that about you, but girl, where's our reaction videos? Tell us all their lies. Rake them over the coals. You have plenty of time now. You've given up on the tears idea. So what lies have we told? How can you sit there and lie about somebody when all you're doing is doing a reaction video and you're reacting to the stuff that you're seeing in real time? How is that a lie? How is any of that a lie? If you put somebody's live video on, you're commenting on what you see in real time while everybody watches you. What are we lying about? And rake them over the coals. Yeah, go ahead and try to rake us over the coals. It's not going to work. All she's going to do is burn herself in the process because she doesn't know how to burn people. She's not that intelligent with the conversation. Yeah, let's see her try it. She'll get raped even harder. Let's see. Magulator says, where will you live when you lose your income? Nowhere. Nowhere. She's got nowhere to live. Nowhere. Like I said, the villa, her name's not even on the lease. It's Pete's place. She may pay the bills, but legally speaking, he's got a right to be there and she doesn't. She's just a guest. She can leave at any time. Leave him high and dry to pay for the damages that she's done to the villa, and he'd be on the hook, not her. And she doesn't have permanent residence over at the trap house. Natter's name is on the lease. So Chantal's over there wagging her finger and Motel 6 shaming. She don't even live in a motel. She can even say, hey, I'm paying for a room at the Motel 6. She doesn't even have any permanent residence. She has no right to say anything to anybody. Animizing says, you let your cats crap on the floor. Yes, she does. But you know what? In the cat's defense, cats normally don't do that. They will go in the litter box, as they should, if it's clean. Cats only go outside the box if A, it's dirty and they can't, B, if they're sick, or C, if they're stressed out about something. Cats are not filthy creatures, but you have to get them a litter box that's clean if you expect them to use it. If the litter box isn't clean, what choice do they have? What choice do they have? Don't blame it on the cats if they poop on the carpet. It's not their fault. Gypsy J says, would rather live in a motel than that stinking cesspool you call a home. Agreed. Agreed again. I've seen the condition of her house. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's a health hazard is what it is. It should be condemned. And she lives in it. She lives in it. But yet she thinks she has the right to shame people. She thinks she has the right. What is this up here? Is this a video? What is this? I'm going to take a look at it because there's so many comments, everybody talking about it. So let's see what is on this video real quick. Let's see. So Sandy and Ange are making fun of people with low-income housing. Is that it? Here we go. They're making fun of the Motel 6. I'm going to go back to this again real quick. I'm going to go back again to this real quick. Hold on. So they're making fun of that. They're making fun of that, really. Look how nice that room looks. Look how nice the Motel 6 looks compared to this crap right here. And they're going to shame Motel 6? Really? You're going to shame Motel 6 when her house looks like that for $1,700, $1,900 a month, and Motel looks like that? Really now? Okay. Let's get past all this crap. Wait, what? Is there music?
Proven a point. Since someone likes to pick apart, or just kind of have a read.
Engine dumbass, Kiki and poo poo.
Have a read, guys. We're just kind of proving a point. Since someone likes to pick apart everything everyone else says.
Kiki and poo poo, shut the fuck up, both of you.
Whoa, Nelly.
You fat piece of cunt. With that.
Isn't she lovely in that clip?
Okay, theory. That is the story.
Okay, so I thought there was more of this Motel 6 thing in there, but they're still shaming people for living in a Motel 6. And once again, just so we're all clear, that's what a Motel 6 room looks like for $40, $60 a month. And this is what the villa looks like for $1,700 and $1,900 a month. And she thinks she's got some room to talk about other people. I'd rather live in a motel. And just for the record, I did live in a motel for about a month. I was in a DV relationship and I got out. I left with the clothes on my back and I stayed at a motel for about a month while I was saving my money, looking for another place to live. You know, everybody's got a different story for staying in a motel. That's mine. But I stayed in a motel for about a month, never had a problem. And then I got an apartment directly after that. So, anybody out there, where would you like to stay? Here or here with this mess? With this mess right here, this disgusting, deplorable landfill of a house that should be condemned. Where would you guys like to stay? I think the choice is pretty clear. I'd rather stay here. Looks a lot cleaner, looks a lot nicer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and talk to me about Motel 6. I'd rather stay there if that's what the villa looks like. So that's what I wanted to cover. I just want to cover those two posts, covering the fact that she canceled her memberships because she couldn't be bothered to figure things out, although it wouldn't have taken much effort. And here we are, you know, she's trying to shame FFG again, talking about FFG again. Everybody bringing up the Motel 6 thing, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And she's doing a live right now, trying to spoof on FFG, and she's failing. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and post it to my channel. Please like and subscribe if you want, and leave a comment if you like. I'd really appreciate it. Y'all take care, and please have a good one. Bye-bye.